and I'm worried. So what's going on in your world? And if they don't say anything, leave it for a little bit. Come back. But the confrontation thing for so many of us doesn't work. And it puts up a wall because, like, we already feel bad enough about ourselves. I built that self-fulfilling prophecy that if I just keep going, she's going to leave. I know she is. Well, I pushed her out. My behavior, but I was right?
And at the time, too, you were probably thinking, it'd be kind of good if she goes, because then I don't have nobody nagging me.
She wasn't nagging. I was in a critical situation where she was supportive and right to the very end. So I was looking forward to I shouldn't say looking forward. That's not the right way to say it. I wanted to be right. And when she left, I was surprised and shocked because it wasn't something like we'd been going to counseling or any of this other stuff. It was just like, I'm leaving. Oh, what? So it was a surprise, but not because I didn't deserve it. That's for sure.
But looking back, though, you see, yeah, okay, there's a lot of things that should have happened, but it didn't, and it happened the way it was supposed to. And being, left or whatever, I think that the pain of that is probably tremendous, but, you wouldn't be the person you are today and, without that happening. So it was a milestone really in your life as well. And as long as you guys still friends and, can talk and actually have conversations now, I'm sure she's a big fan. But
nope.
No. All right. Well, we'll bury that one then.
Keep on moving.
but that's not.
Okay, but it's not today.
Nothing you can do about it.
But
though.
Again, to your good point, I wouldn't be in the position I am today. I'm not certain I would have survived at the Pathan. I wouldn't. And the book that I'm finishing up right now, which was supposed to be the original, How Drinking Saved My Life, it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek title, but it means something because it saved my life because it took me to the place that I needed to go to get my act together and get back to being a good human. And, we find so many good things in recovery. We find out what the demons are and how to fight them. Are they ever totally defeated? Some are. Absolutely. I mean, it's worth the effort. Some are to beat them down. And that's a miracle. I don't care if you're religious or spiritual or anything. You can call it whatever you want. I'll call it a miracle. I'm not religious, but I believe in some pretty big things. And that the gift that we have right now is, it's pretty big. I call it a miracle.
That was a perfect way, though, to approach that situation that I threw. There's a bear trap I threw out for you. That's a situation that people deal with, though, all the time. And they're like, well, how do I approach the situation? I've noticed this, but you're right. I've noticed changes in you, and to bring it up that way and just ask, what's going on? What's wrong? Are you scared? I mean, and a lot of people probably won't admit it right away, and they'll probably, no, nothing's wrong. They can't use the excuse I would use. Well, the game's on, I have to drink when there's football on, the race is on, baseball's on, oh, it's sunny out. They still might use that one, but to really get down to the bottom of it, there was pain there. There was hurt that I was covering up. And I didn't drink because I liked it. I didn't drink because it was fun. I drank because it made me not feel those things anymore. And if someone would have asked me in that way, I don't know how I would have responded. It depends where I was. If I was at the bottom yet, and if I still was going to work and functioning, I don't know how I would answer that. But at least that's better than coming at with the whole, it's either me or the drinking. This has got to stop. This and that. And when you come at us like that, it makes it so much worse, and we get real defensive. Nobody likes to be criticized, not even drunk people. And whether it's heroin, meth, whatever, nobody wants to be criticized. We don't want to feel like a bad person. We know what we're doing isn't good until we do it. Then it makes us feel what we think is good at the time. But that's not what we want to do in life. I didn't in 6th grade raise my hand and say, I want to be an alcoholic. I want to have a recovery podcast. I mean, I do want one now, but you know, I never would have signed up for it if you would have said, this is where you're going to go and this is all the dumb shit you're going to do. Doesn't that sound fun? No, I want a family and I want to have kids. I want a nice job. But you know, part of that with me though too is my radio career. I wanted to be, big time radio guy. And when I got to Dallas and I was like, all right, market 5, it just was like, now what? And I was still pretty young at the time. So I was just like, well, I wasted all that. I thought I was going to do this when I was 40, like 40's old. And I don't know. It really just kind of, my dream, I had nothing to really go for after that. And it was just something that kind of spun me out personally. And then being away from family and having abandonment issues already, and not wanting to dig them up. To feel them, because I'm fine. I'm a man. I don't care if my father left me, but those were the real issues. And yet me being away, pushing everybody else away with my drinking, it just was fuel on the fire, and it doesn't take much to get that baby going. And
no, it seems like we're standing there with a blowtorch on at all times, just waiting for a reason to dump some fuel on it.
And your story is amazing too.
Just in that position, it was a bad spot to be in. But I'll tell you, I got nothing but praise for you. What you do helps a lot of people, and I appreciate that. And I know a lot of people do. It's some of your podcasts are pretty emotional. I watch for the tags. Be like, this one was a tough one. I'm like, oh shit, I can't miss that one.
And then we're talking about cool ghosts or something. But Derek, you do have a couple books out. How can people get a hold of those? And they're really good.
The second rev of The Thawing Man is on Amazon. If you just type in Derek Chowden, it'll take you right to it. The Thawing Man. If you Google it, it'll come up. And it's amazing what that silly ass book has done. I did that. I don't know if you saw the last month I did a promo for Kindle, and it was free Kindle, as many as you want. Many people wanted it. We gave away just over 600 books.
Oh yeah.
It's cool because that the book isn't a moneymaker, because we turn all the profits into buying books for other people that can't swing it or shouldn't have to worry about swinging it. But the story resonates, and it's amazing. I don't think I could be any more fortunate. There's a couple things in life that if I could get those to full, and I know one of them for sure, but
yeah,
it's on that person. They get to make that choice. So I got to keep what I'm doing and keep doing the right thing. And what do they say? Keep doing the next right thing.
Yeah. Because at this point, that's all you can do. And it'll happen how it's supposed to. And unfortunately, it's not your decision. It's not on your time. But those are things. And, that's stuff that we learn in AA, in meetings. Control what you can control. And you can lose your mind real quick trying to work through things and trying to control everything. But when you kind of let go and realize, I have no idea what the governor's going to do. I have no idea when this store is going to open. It's nothing I can do about it, And people say, you can protest. Really? I'm going to waste that much energy into something that is still not going to change anything? And I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's things you can't control. Like if you're going to go to the store or if you're going to go to that secret meeting.
Yeah.
There's, are you going to spend any time protesting, or are you going to go around the back door? Are you going to make a phone call and figure out how things are really going in the world? And,
my protest is going into that secret meeting because, the old timers, when we walked in that door the first day, they were thankful we were there to remind them with that fresh pain. I still need to see that sometimes because you get complacent. I do. I shouldn't say you or we, but I know I do. I get complacent in the recovery work. And it's just like any other that's, lifelong. You need to maintain your meds, and we can do a lot of different things in recovery. to maintain that. And part of it is when people like you reach out, that's a big deal to me. That means a lot, and I appreciate it, and I take it to heart. So I want you to know that. That's cool.
Well, I appreciate you hollering back and wanting to be on the podcast today and agreeing to do that. I wanted to do it the other day, and you're like, no, I'm too busy, and it's cool. It's working out on Saturday, and it worked out just great, man. I mean, it's like it was supposed to. And I thank you so much again for coming on and just kind of breaking down a little bit of, kind of what you were talking about, and, just bringing up the whole secret meetings thing, might get us shot later, but I think we're going to be okay. I think God's got us. We'll get the Michigan militia to protect us. But, where are those stories at? Put those on news, not some old guy losing his barbershop. Come on, man. Really? Is he really going to? I don't know. Whatever. The real stories in real life. I just think that people are just jumping on the wrong ships for no reason. And again, most of that I think is just on the media. I think they're making more out of it. When they were showing all the protesters down in Lansing, I'm like, well, what is there 50 people out there? Like, whoop-de-doo. I was like, were people too busy today? Like, was work in the way? Like nobody was there. But the news, they acted like it was the biggest thing since sliced bread, and all these protesters, and really, they better cover the UFAM rally in September in Lansing. They better cover that. Unite to Face Addiction, Michigan. They better cover that like they cover this crap, because that's just not fair. These people are going to be out there. We're going to be out there. We're going to be doing good things. And, if they just blow that over, I'll be pissed. So
one of the things I thought of, over time is the answer is somewhere in the middle. The idiots with the guns and the Walmart camo and all that crap, they didn't do the cause any good. And the people at home wringing in their hands and bathing in sanitizer and pointing fingers about how we're murdering people by going out, they're not doing anything positive for people either. No. Both sides are right. I happen to think neither one is. I think that reasonable people can meet in the middle and come up with solutions. There's a lot of smart people out there that can figure things out. You just got to get out of the way and let us.
Well, that's the hard part.
But we're going to be up. Yeah.
They took our jobs. No. Love South Park.
That's right.
But Derek,
those old elk, they don't have anything. Yeah, right.
But thanks again, man, for joining me on the podcast today. I appreciate it. You're welcome anytime if you ever have anything you want to talk about, or you want to talk about your book when you get that done.
Absolutely,
again.
Man.
And, feel free, man. Reach out.
Absolutely. It was really good touching base again, and thanks for reaching out like that. That meant a lot, and it was something to look forward to today. I really do appreciate it.
Cool. Appreciate you too, man. I'll talk to you later.
Right on. Take care.
Bye. Derek Chowden, Chowen and Drek. You can look him up, like I said, on Amazon. He does have a book. He gave me a copy of his books, and I gave them away at a treatment center I was working at last fall. Somebody was like, there's no good books here. And I was like, I just happen to have one or two. So I gave those away. So, and Derek, he is a big fan of giving it away too. I'm not talking about
sexual relationship.
I'm just talking about books and stuff in his books. So reach out to him if you ever need anything. He is a recovery coach. But yeah, he's a good guy that I met last summer in recovery, and kept in touch pretty much. And I wish him the best of luck in his life, and I'm sure he'll be on again. And I mean, he did say nice things about me, so that always makes it quite a bit easier to have them back on. But thank you for listening today. Maybe Derek will start a blog on the 217 recovery page. I'll send him an invite and we'll see what happens. But Anna 303650 has a blog. Janisha Cole has a blog too. And if that helps you, feel free. I blog every Monday. But other podcasts are on there. Broken and Beautiful, also our podcast. You can go back. And if you want to listen to the first time Derek was on, August 27th was the episode that he was on, if you want to go back and listen to that as well. But thanks for listening, and check out 217.com for all your resources and your pathways to recovery.